It has been a month since the release of Digimon Storytime Stranger, and director Yusuke Tomono of 24 Frame has shared his thoughts on the game's reception and personal journey. In a recent post, Tomono described the unique experience of seeing reviews and player impressions scroll by, noting that it feels like revisiting both the past and present at once. One surprise was seeing the game reach second place in Metacritic's all-time user score rankings, a humbling and almost surreal moment. Of course, I'm proud, but it's clear that this achievement belongs to the fans and players who embrace the game. Rankings don't measure value. They reflect the warm reception the title has received. For me, the memory of seeing Time Stranger listed alongside Metal Gear Solid, a game I spent countless hours mastering, is unforgettable. As a player, Metal Gear Solid taught me dedication, multiple playthroughs, no mistake runs, and timing attacks recorded on a VCR to analyze every possible route. That game's depth and attention to detail shaped how I view games as a medium. Similarly, my experiences working on Metal Max left traces in Time Stranger. For example, the Digi-Attack mechanic, which allows preemptive strikes while moving, is conceptually linked to Metal Max's shooting mode. Though it functions differently in practice, Time Stranger was born from a long development process, guided by past inspirations yet transformed by the creativity of the team. I don't claim it stands on equal ground with legendary games like Metal Gear Solid, but for even a brief moment to approach that level was exhilarating, and I want to savor the experience. For me, Digimon has always been a beginning. Over 10 years ago, I directed Digimon World Redigitize, and now with Time Stranger, that circle has grown, reaching players in a new form. Creating games feels like editing past and future at once, imagining players' choices while revisiting my own. No matter how advanced technology becomes, it's always a human connection that makes a game meaningful. While metrics and rankings catch attention, what truly moves me are the small words from players online. Like that this game saved me, it brought back memories. It made me cry. Those moments stop time for me and remind me that Time Stranger carries a part of my own story within it. Even after development ends, the journey continues. With each new step, I hope to meet the past and future versions of myself again through the worlds I create. Digimon Liberator's newest chapter, Ep.20, Part 2 Miracle Maker, is out now. It propels the story towards an epic conclusion with fierce battles and fresh twists. A fiery warrior, Styracomon, bursts onto the scene as Owen's powerful level 7 ally. Equipped with a blazing sword and clever tactics, Styracomon demands attention and sets the stage for a thrilling showdown. Trust and victory hinge on revealing one's true self in this gripping narrative. The animation team dedicated considerable time and effort to enhancing the visuals in this chapter, amplifying the tension as the battle intensifies. Styracomon, now included in the Digimon Encyclopedia, draws its name from Styracosaurus, meaning spiked lizard, in ancient Greek. This dinosaur roamed North America during the late Cretaceous era. A new update is coming on December 4th, featuring column tips 29. Styracomon is a formidable heavyweight Digimon, rivaling Ultimate Brachiomon in size. Its robust armor, muscles, and energy field generated by its body horns make it nearly invulnerable to physical attacks. This Digimon excels at defense, effortlessly countering assaults with lethal moves. Crimson Crest unleashes a powerful beam by channeling energy through its head horns, while Dreadnought Stampede fires missiles and charges forward, obliterating enemies. Styracomon's fearless combat style has garnered respect and attracted challengers eager to test their strength. Time Stranger's DLC introduces Omegamon Zwart Defeat, a Digimon found in the Akashic Backdoor. Its powerful finishing move, Garuru Cannon, is a highlight of this new content.
As Juchaomon declares, your hypocritical farce of creating a new century should end here. In Act 77 of Digimon New Century's main story, players can't help but wonder whether the game is approaching its conclusion. The chaotic data streams that shape the domain tore apart as if ripped by an unseen giant hand. From countless dark fissures, figures of every kind poured out, transforming the silent void into a roar of life and motion. It was not an invasion. It was a vast surge of aid, crossing worlds to arrive here. The roar of dragons, the cries of beasts, and the clang of steel rose in waves. Unfamiliar faces glanced around with goodwill, offering greetings filled with curiosity. Warriors from different lineages and different histories gathered, bound by a simple desire for peace and a cautious hope toward allies they had never met. They stood ready for a war, destined to be remembered. Many of the Digimon who arrived had never laid eyes on a human. They had only heard that Lucemon sought to shatter the peace of both worlds, and they came without hesitation. One small Digimon, holding a Digi-egg tightly in its arms, climbed down with care from the shell of Xuanwumon. As the four holy beasts and the warriors raced full speed through the network domain, the crew aboard the airship anchored at DTF received a transmission that should not have existed. Lucemon hovered alone above the ruined central plaza of the mainframe. Below his feet lay the wreckage of Appa Island, destroyed by the Allied forces. He lifted his gaze toward the airship, scarred by battle. And the smile on his face stiffened in startled disbelief. The knight's swordlight tore through the starless night, and the roar of titanic beasts shook the foundations of Appa Island. Currents of power collided above the rubble in violent bursts, like a storm of shining fire. Ancient resolve tangled with fresh fury amid the collapsing city. They fought shoulder to shoulder, driven by survival and belief, against the enemy who called himself a god. This was not a hymn for heroes, nor the triumphant call of victory. It was a requiem, sung for every ordinary soul still clawing forward, still refusing to fall, upon that battlefield. V-Jump magazine previously announced that its March issue, releasing in January, would feature a special promo card, Egiokusmon, the Digimon appearing in Digimon Story Time Stranger. Now, the reveal is official. V-Jump March issue Egiokusmon has been shown, and the English version will arrive as the entry prize for the official store tournament 2026, Volume 1. During February only, tournament participants will also receive this promo card. Official Store Tournament 2026, Volume 1, runs from January 1st through March 31st. The TV anime Digimon Beatbreak has unveiled the synopsis for Episode 9, titled Utopia. Chasing a bounty target, the members of Glowing Dawn infiltrate Shangri-La Egg, a sanctuary rebuilt after a devastating catastrophe, shaped into what appears to be a perfect utopia. Yet, as Tomorrow and his companions explore this idealized refuge, another group of cleaners emerges, also aiming for Gold Numon. On November 28, 1999, something extraordinary reshapes childhood for fans around the world. That day marked a historic moment in the digital world. The very first Warp Digivolution. Agumon ascended to Wargreymon, and Gabumon rose to Metalgururumon. Legends came into being, and an era began that still inspires today.